Now, my first video of 2021 was on the Nifty 50 stock market, and I said in that video that I thought it could be one of the standout stock indices of 2021. And then the COVID pandemic hit India really hard. So naturally you would expect that to have a really big bearing on the direction of stock market and business out there in India. So what exactly has gone on since? In today's chart of the day, I'm going to have a look at the technical analysis and have a look at the bigger picture. Hello, I'm Stephen Ho, trader and founder of the Stock Hunter. So before we can carry on, a risk warning for you to pay close attention to. The content in this video is not investment advice, so please seek the advice, help of financial professionals or financial advisors before investing and trading. And trading and investing involves a high degree of risk and your money is at risk, so be very careful. So with that out the way, let's get on with the analysis. Straight into the weekly line chart for the Nifty, and it really has been an impressive run up since really April of 2020, and it's in the 8,000 area, and it's just hitting its highs of 18,000 now. I put the percentage changes on there, and that's 118% since April 2020, and since the beginning of this year, because going back to the introduction where I said about I'm thinking the Nifty is going to be a good index to trade this year, up 23%. So really impressive. It did go sideways for a lot of the early part of 2021. I think that's because of the COVID pandemic and not really knowing what was going on there. But when it settled down, it's bounced back up and pushed on through right up, like I say, to the late 17,000, 18,000 area. So really strong at the moment, despite all the problems the country was facing over this year. Now to the downside, if it retreats from here, we've got mid 15,000s at that 78.6% line. Then under that 61.8% line, which is sort of under that noise of the early part of the year at about 14,000. If it goes down from there, it's really going to go down to under 12,000, sort of late 11,000s, and again hitting a lot of noise from late 2020. But overall, very bullish on the Nifty. So what's the daily high actually telling us? Well, it's a similar sort of story really. It's bullish on those signals down the bottom there, the bottom two indicators, RSI and regression. Volatility is actually sinking quite low at the moment as it steadily climbs up there, and you could use a volatility indicator a bit like the VIX, which is available on the Nifty, to help you in there and see what's going, because there is a good reverse correlation between the two there as well. But going on to the price, we've got that box set up. It broke out in August time and has kept on going up since. That 16,000 area pushed on up to the 18,000, so nearly 2,000 point gain since then. Trend up, all looking rather bullish. So for the Renko, I've used a 35 point block size, and that takes us back on the chart till February of this year, and we can see that sideways run up which I talked about earlier, and then that breakout upwards. And if we look at the signals, both remaining bullish, and the band breakout there, we had that signal late August, and that's, like I said, carried on up to those late 17,000s. We're trading above the moving average, and in terms of targets, next upside really there is the mid 18,000s, and above that it's just under 19,000, not showing there on the chart. If it pulls back, 17,000, early 16,000s, and then down to that 38.2% line, about 15,500, 15,600, and we get into that band noise around that sort of time. But Renko again looking very positive. The only doubt in my mind, technically, is there going to be a pullback, profit taking play out, which might see you retrace back to those Fibonacci's. But at the moment, you can't fight the technicals. They're very bullish. So to summarise the technicals of the Nifty 50, well, all of the information really is pretty bullish, both on the Heikin-Ashi and the Renko, shorter and longer term. If we go down into the targets, again, it has got some reasonable pullback profitability in their risk return, 1.22, 2.55 to 1, but the upside, if it can continue on going, late 1s to 2.7 to 1's risk return. So really, I suppose the takeaway here is watch out for a potential profits, taking pullback, but overall, still, my opinion on the Nifty 50 is currently bullish. The Nifty 50, then, a stock market with great potential. It'll be interesting to visit them later in the year to see where the price has been heading, but currently all looking very bullish indeed. Now, do you agree with that price analysis? Where do you think the Nifty is going next? Let me know in those comments below. And if you've liked the technical analysis that I've used in this video, then I'll put a link in the description below that you can follow to learn more. And if you liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to receive further notification of content I'm going to produce just like this. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.